Today with this video we are going to explain the mechanics of the heart. The heart is a muscular organ that serves to collect deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body. Causes it to the lungs to be oxygenated and release carbon dioxide. Then it transports the oxygenated blood from the lungs and distributes it to all the body parts. The human heart is pinkish about the size of a fish and weighs approximately 3,000 grams, the weight in females being about 25% lesser than the males. It is a oblong, highly muscular cone-shaped structure located in the thoracic cavity above the diaphragm. In between the two lungs, it is protected by rib cage.
Parts of heart. The heart has 4 chambers. The right atrium receives blood from the from the veins and pumps it to the right ventricle. The right ventricle receives blood from the right atrium and pumps into the lungs, where it is loaded with oxygen. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs and pumps into the left ventricle. The left ventricle, the strongest chamber, pumps oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. The left ventricle's vigorous contractions create blood pressure. The coronary arteries run along the surface of the heart and provide oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscle. A web of nerve tissues run through the heart, conducting the complex signals that govern contraction and relaxation. Surrounding the heart is a sac called the pericardium. Heart valves keep the blood fluid flowing in the one direction. In the same way most pumps work. The heart has 2 types of valves that keep the blood flowing in the correct direction. The valves between the atria and ventricles are called atrioventricular valves, while those at the base of the large vessels leaving the ventricles are called septal valves. The right atrioventricular valve is a tricuspid valve. The left ventricle atrioventricular valve is bicuspid or mitral valve. The valve between the right ventricle and pulmonary trunk is the pulmonary semilunar valve. The valve between the left ventricle and the aorta is aortic semilunar valve.
About 5.6 liters of blood circulate the body and 3 cardiac cycles are completed per minute. The systole is a short period that occurs when the tricuspid and mitral valves close. The diastole is a relatively longer period when the aortic and pulmonary valves close. The systole-diastole relationship is the reference in measuring blood pressure. Other ways of cyclically determining the regular functioning of the heart is through examining the pulse rate, beats per minute. A normal heart rate of an adult is 72 beats per minute, while children normally yield higher heart rates.
Strikes fibrillation. The heart receives electrical impulse on every valve. These valves work together to contract and expand. But when a fibrillation occurs on uncoordinated contraction and expands, it can be stopped performing a defibrillation for later on we need to perform a CPR like we were a valve. This way we can help the heart to pump blood again without any help. Weaknesses. We can stand out is a congenital deficiency which is very dangerous for the fact that it is very difficult to realize that you have any contractions of the aorta. When the aortic lumen is tight, a time pass by this left ventricle starts to hypertrophy because the effort needs to pump blood. So this results in an incisura filling the pericardium with blood, and it will happen a similar effect of a pneumothorax. Conclusions. It's one of the most important organs of our body, so the care of is very important. That way we can have a quality life, like we see the congenital illness of this organ becoming of the most important results in high mortality.